Hi, this is Donna-Marie, intuitive lightworker, medium, and facilitator of transformational energy, and I am coming back on to share just a little bit with you today. I know for myself, I have been really almost like a little discombobulated with the energy after this supermoon that we just had on April 7th, 8th, and it really impacted me, like physically. I'm tired and a lot of different sensations that I was responding to in my own physical body, but it's kind of revealing a lot of different things that are coming out with all of this COVID-19 situation, and so much conflicting stories, conflicting information, polar opposites sometimes. And they're always telling me stay away from the news as much as you can, because we're going to tell you what you need to know anyhow. So I do, but today when I came up to do my alignment and my meditation, I'm like, just, even I'm like going, okay, I listen and I continue to do my alignment and my connection, and they have been keeping me busy doing a ton of healing work on behalf of all of this. And today I was just feeling like, I want to know more, like I want to understand more. And sometimes just because it's what you want doesn't mean you're going to get it, which often happens. But I sat down and did my alignment, and this was the message that came through for me. And it's a good message, so I am going to share it for the simple reason that it may assist in releasing the frustration of all this information that is keeping our minds very congested and unable for the proper discernment to be able to see through and see the truth in all of this. And it's really muddling everybody's ability to do that, I find. And so this is what they said to me. And they said, wherever there is conflict in ideas or situations, allow for the light to bring resolve for the greatest and highest good of all humanity. Lifting all heavy situations onto the light, allow for the truth to be revealed and seen with greater understanding. Be careful when you place the truth, where you place the truth, as that in and of itself can create more conflict. Instead of looking for resolution, look for the divine truth to be revealed in all the light. This is where it can not only be seen, but received as well for its greatest good. So the message for me, what they were saying is that every time you get information or you're receiving information, they're going, release it onto the light. Look at it and say, I ask for this to be released and revealed in divine truth. I ask for it to be released in divine truth, so that they discern for us. They dissect the information, and that we receive back. The message will start becoming clearer and clearer and clearer with a certain theme, which will be the prominent theme, which is more likely going to be the divine truth. So instead of keeping this confusion in our heads with all these conflicting ideas, stories, informations that we're being streamlined, fed almost abusively, that it's to say, just take this information and just release it back up onto higher hands, and you ask them, show this to me now in divine truth, that it connects with the truth within you. So you're not moving through your brain, you're moving through your heart. And then I decided I would pull a card for this. I'm like, okay, let's just see if there's a little bit more message there. And as soon as I went through the card deck, it popped out, and then I started to laugh. So the card says, breathe. Now, this is what I do in all of my programs and everything that I practice. I'm constantly explaining how important it is, the breath work, to keep you centered, anchored, and grounded. And when I read it, I was like, okay, so this is exactly what we really need to hear. And breathe. By the way, it's the beautiful wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. And it's a beautiful deck. I really, really, really like it. Breathe. Essential meanings: patience, waiting, going slowly, wellness, meditation, and trust. The Oracle's message is patience in all things is called for right now. What do you need to do when you're in a rush? Slow down, of course. Meditate and trust. Breathe and repeat. Humans cannot exist without drawing breath. Now is the time to allow the life-giving element of air to replenish your body, your being, and your very essence. Stop to smell the roses. Breathe in the sunlight and release the darkness, and miracles will appear. So I feel, after I read that, it just reminded me of everything that I already know. But when we get overwhelmed and stressed and anxious and we're confused in what we're hearing, we tighten our breath. It's actually the first thing we do. We start to breathe from the top of our lung instead of going all the way to the base of the lung. We breathe more shallow and it gets more constricted, which immediately closes off the energy to rise up vibrationally higher. So to remember to, when you're hearing all of this, listening to all this news, listening to all this information, and you feel conflicted, just press the pause button, you know? Press the pause button and take that breath in, release it, and literally release it onto higher hands and say, here's more. I ask that all that is in divine light be revealed in its truth. So we're saying, here's this, here's this, here's this, here's this, here's this. I am so confused. I'm releasing all onto higher hands. Show me the truth, the divine truth within all of this. And it's for us to be able to hold a vibration, to be the recipient to receive the divine truth. And this is the message, because everyone is like chickens with their heads cut off. They're so discombobulated because this whole situation has got everybody doing things differently, off the norm, off of the routine. There's this constant weight, you know. And I mean, I have certainly my own opinions about this, but I'm not going to share them. They're mine. It's my belief system. So, you know, I believe we're all entitled to our own. I'm not going to project mine onto anybody else. It's what I believe. But I do believe that in staying calm and centered, we will be able to have the refinement to see the truth by feeling it through our heart center. And the only way we're going to be able to do that is through our breath, by releasing the intensity and the density and the fear and the concern and the chaos that is lowering us and preventing us from having that clarity. So it's a reminder, once again, that we have something that we can do every day, as many times as we like, to just take that situation and then let it go. And this is going to at least shift and release this energy, this blockage, this confusion, this frustration, and step back to, I release it all onto the light. I allow the truth to be revealed. I allow the truth to be revealed. So now we're setting a precedence of, I don't need to find the solution. I'm allowing for the solution to be returned to me. I'm allowing for the resolve to be returned to me in divine truth, in divine light. As I let go, I allow for that. This is something, although I do it every day, it was being reminded to me. And when we get stuck in our head, we forget. We forget sometimes. And I mean, it's not that I forget to breathe, but sometimes we forget that that's our way back in. And that is the allowance for the resolution. So instead of looking for the solution, ask for everything to be released in the light and allow the divine truth to be revealed. This is what I want more than anything. I want to be able to see and understand the divine truth for myself, because then that will perpetuate all the change that is needed to set into alignment in divine light for everybody else. So that is my message. And I'm sharing once again, and I hope that you take the time every time you read or hear or converse. And please stop talking about the bad stuff, because you're just putting, gas on the fire. Keep your direction to the resolution that you'd like to see brought forward, and ask that it be revealed through divine truth. That is my message for today. Thank you.